Hello everybody, it's Claire from Wiltshire. I just thought I'd bring you along for a little bit of something different really, because we all get so busy in the gardens and at the allotment, harvesting, watering, planting, sowing seeds. We get so busy and caught up in the time of year that we're in that sometimes we don't take enough time to actually stop and enjoy what we're doing. So I'm on a little bit of a mental health break right now. I've come up to the greenhouse, so it's nice and quiet, no kids around, no husband around. Made myself a nice brew, nice Yorkshire tea, and I thought I'd just think about everything that I've achieved so far this year, because I'm all new, as you know, and I just wanted to enjoy really and mark how proud of myself I am, because I didn't think that I could get to the point that I'm at so quickly, if I'm honest. But yeah, so I just thought I'm going to take a little bit of a mental health break with a cuppa in my greenhouse, all alone. Well, with you guys, if you wanted to join me. So things I'm most proud of this year in my garden is, I guess, my tomatoes and my vegetable patch. It was a massive whim doing it. Having a 6 foot fence put up was game changer for me. It really was, because I was always extremely paranoid about everybody looking at my garden, seeing what I'm doing, and I never felt completely comfortable. And although I've only got a fence on one side, the other side is pretty quiet, and there's not a lot going on that side. So I do feel a little bit like it's my little sanctuary, I guess, now, whereas before I didn't feel like that. And it gave me the confidence to put a vegetable patch in the garden. Not very big, it's 7 foot by 3 foot, I would say. I'm not great with numbers. And it started off with me just putting some plugs in from the range, actually, is where I went to get some plugs. And I had no knowledge really. Growing up, my dad had a vegetable patch, but I had no knowledge of soil, spacings, what goes together with what, fertilizer, feeds. I had no knowledge whatsoever, and that was in mid-March that I built this bed. I got some pallets, I just put some bits of wood down. I watched Charles do the whole no dig thing. I started on YouTube to watch those kind of things. And I thought, you know what, this is something that I can do. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, kind of thing. And it worked, and everything grew. And as the vegetables grew, so did my confidence, and so did my passion for gardening. And then I started to extend things in my garden, add in a couple more beds, add in some flowers that I like, starting to sow some seeds. I got some little mini greenhouses, the type you have outside with a plastic cover on. I started to do all those bits. That didn't always work. That was a bit of a fail, really. I had a lot more fail than succeed. But yeah, and it just kind of gave me the confidence in my own garden to try things like tomatoes, because I don't like tomatoes, but now I do like tomatoes. I was never a big cucumber fan, and now I'll just dip them in some hummus or some whipped feta, just to force me in a way to become healthier. And so when I want to snack, if I feel like, oh, I can't be asked to go and cook, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, instead of reaching for a bag of crisps or a chocolate bar or sometimes a pastry. I used to be quite partial to pastries. I come into the garden, I grab a couple of tomatoes. If I've got spinach growing, I'll grab some spinach or some salad bits, just to dip in. And I'm quite happy with that now. Don't get me wrong, I'm still having crisps. I had some biscuits last week. I just had a slice of pizza for dinner, but considering what I was eating, it's huge. The improvement is huge. I'm not buying all the jarred sauces that I was buying before, which are full of sugar. I'm making everything from scratch. The onions, the garlic, the peppers, the tomatoes, the courgettes, what else? All the chilies and things like that I'm putting in my food. The Swiss chard, all the greens you can imagine, or the curly kale, just eating curly kale, put in the air fryer with a bit of salt and pepper and garlic salt, just spooning that in, eating all of those things, and it has massively improved my well-being and my mental health comes alongside that. I've got a long way to go. I've lost 2 stone since the 5th of February, and I've got 3 more stone to go before I'm classed as healthy range. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on really and just share all of that with you and share my journey. I mean, you can see my beautiful tomatoes ripening up there in the background behind me, and my sweet potatoes. You know, I'm pushing on with getting things ready for the next few months so I can constantly eat things I grow, eat more healthily, because it's so important. You know, I am 46 years old now, and I really need to get things sorted. I had such a bad year last year mentally that I decided that this year I was going to take control of everything in my life and push forward for my own well-being, because I do everything for everybody. I am one of these people. I am a people pleaser. I want other people to be happy. I want other people to be fed by me, you know, to be comforted by me. And I am a mother hen towards everybody, and not everybody likes that, and I get that. And I'm starting to appreciate the fact that some people don't like being mothered, which is fine. I just sometimes realise that a little bit too late with some people, which is a shame really, because I have every intention is so honestly so genuine, and it's just me. Like me or lump me. You get what you see. There is no frills with me, and I will tell you exactly how it is, and I don't beat around the bush. And I'm one thing that you can honestly say about me is I won't lie. I will tell you exactly how it is. I can be a little more tactful sometimes in the way that I say it to people, but I'm happy in my own company. I am happy in my garden. I am happy with my little family, and I am happy when I go up the allotment just for peace and quiet. And it's great for your mental health just to get up there in the fresh air, or even the rain sometimes. Just working through that rain sometimes and getting your hands in that soil is fantastic. So it's something that I think we're so busy all the time doing things like this that we don't actually stop to appreciate what we've achieved, how well our mental health is because of what we've achieved. Don't get me wrong, the stress that I feel when I'm not around and I've got to go places, and even if it's happy places, it is really stressful. And sometimes I go to bed at night and I have this massive thing where I'm like, right, okay, what's got to be done tomorrow? Am I going to be able to get this done? What if the weather's like this? What if I go down and this has happened? So I do have to control that a little bit. But I think if I didn't go to that place when I go to bed at night, I think I'd probably go to that place thinking about something different. I think that's just the way that women especially are trying to go through that checklist of making sure everything you wanted to get done that day has been done. Any extras that could have been done or you could have done differently that day, what's on the list for the next day for that checklist. I think that as women, that's just something we do. But mine is actually helping me send me to sleep. I think I'm so bored of hearing myself sometimes that I send myself to sleep. So goodness knows if you're still watching this video how you're still here. But thank you if you are, that's for sure. So yeah, so I think take time to appreciate what you've done, the time you've put into things, the money you've put into things, and just know that everything you're doing is for a really good purpose, because I'm understanding now that it's so important to make sure you know what's going in your body, that you know that you're feeding your family things that haven't got all these extra little bits and pieces in. So take what you can, achieve what you can, and be thankful for what you have. So on that note, I would just like to say, I hope you're now going to have a little bit of time for yourself and think about all the good things that you've done and achieved, whether it's in the last 6 months, 6 years, or your whole entire life. No matter what area of life you're in and what it is that you do, I just hope you appreciate yourself, because you need to appreciate yourself. It's really, really important to be thankful and grateful to not just those around you, but to yourself as well. So thank you for coming along on this little waffle of mine. It's really cheered me up, to be honest. Having a little giggle and a laugh at myself. I mean, you don't get much better than that, do you? So thank you.